Mass Movement in the spotlight.
All right, tonight we are so lucky to be joined by Axwell. How are you, man?
I'm great, sweaty, but great.
Dude, you had an amazing set tonight. Just really high energy. I enjoyed every minute of it.
Thank you. It was great to be back in Boston. This is not my first time. I've been here before, like I think 5 years ago. And then I remember it was great back then. I remember, so that's why I was really happy to be back.
A lot has happened over the past 5 years. I mean, a lot has happened over the past 5 months. What is the biggest difference between when you go out on the road as Axwell versus when you go out with Swedish House Mafia?
Well, the biggest difference is I'm, by myself pretty much, except my tour manager. So that's a big difference because, when we travel as Swedish House Mafia, it's, a lot more people. Most of the time we do big shows. So we have a lot of people traveling with us for the production and stuff. So it's a bigger machinery. But I like to do about 50% of each because sometimes it's nice to travel with a lot of people and it's always a great party. Sometimes it's also nice to travel, low key by yourself and your tour manager, and it can be nice. It's nice to mix and match.
Do you ever get bored when you're DJing as Swedish House Mafia? Because I feel like there's always one of you that's waiting in the rotation to get in there and work the mixer.
Well, not bored, but we do think about new stuff all the time, how we can be more and more busy. And right now we're working on, we figured we are 3 people, we should do more of the show. Maybe we should do the lights, maybe we should do the visuals, maybe we should do more stuff. So we're trying to figure out more things to do, basically, but not bored. We have a blast all the time.
And then tell me about Madison Square Garden, because for a DJ act to sell out that quickly, that's basically unheard of here in the States.
Yeah, that was insane. I mean, we were so nervous about that whole thing because first of all, it's so expensive to rent that place and nobody as a DJ have played there, so wasn't sure if it was the right place to do even, if there was possible to create a vibe there. And then, it's a lot of people and it's a lot of tickets to sell and it went so fast and we were like pretty overwhelmed. And then, at the night of the show, it was just insane. The energy in there was just really electric and it was so big and amazing to look at it from where we were standing. It was just really something we'll always remember. It won't be one of those gigs where you're like, it's a bit hazy. It was pretty crystal clear the whole night for me.
Well, one of the records that I think probably helped sell that out just so quickly is Save the World. Now, you guys have been asking the question, who's going to save the world tonight for months and months now. Have you found out who it's going to be?
Well, actually, you know what? It was pretty good to ask that question here tonight in Boston because you have some of the brightest students right here. I think it was a good place to ask that question. Hopefully, these young, intelligent people will come up with something.
Well, personally, I think it's going to be Aquaman, so...
You think? Oh, yeah, well, Aquaman, he sorts out most things. Why not?
Well, let's save the world right now. Why don't you introduce it for all your fans?
This is Axwell, and this is our track, Save the World.
Putting the world's biggest stars at your fingertips. The Mass Movement with Joe Bermudez. Join the movement now at massmovementradio.com.